Hello, you guys. So, I kind of had to take a little bit of a break because this was going to become like the dead people's channel. And even as I was starting to tune in to the fact that you guys wanted a message, I could still feel like Matthew Perry trying to come through. And that's what happens sometimes, is that sometimes these most current sort of residual energies in the field, and it doesn't have to be someone like famous or someone particular, it's just the energies that are very close to the surface kind of want to take over. And it's almost like I have to set this boundary. I've got to be able to have the strength to set the boundary and be like, no, you need to fade into the collective message now, right? Like, I've given your message has gone out. You need to fade into the collective message or go on into your reincarnation, whatever it is. But this is not your channel, okay? So let's see what the message is for the collective, okay? Thank you. Ooh, the ever unfolding rose. Your heart's cracking open, but it's happening for you, not to you. Okay, and for some of you, this is a spiritual awakening. For some of you, this is suddenly being able to see the past more clearly and see where your heart is leading you. But again, I love that that came out. It's about boundaries, right? Like, you have to be able to hold your boundaries because energies are going to come at you. And if you don't keep your space clear, which could be, using some aqua florida, making sure that you use Palo Santo or, white sage, if you're not clearing your frequency with Reiki or, whatever it is that you do spiritually, then you're holding this stickiness, this sticky black energy, which is just dark matter, right? It's not like dangerous necessarily, so to speak, but it starts clogging your aura, all right? Which clogs up your Kundalini path for your life container, which means things slow down, things get sluggish, okay? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, trust your path. Know when you need to take a break, because what you're involved in is your life's work, okay? Your soul purpose. It's not just for a season. This is your whole life's purpose here. Sometimes you got to get off the treadmill, right? Sometimes you've got to allow yourself to take some time to be in the emotions for a minute. Take that long bath, okay? Get in the hot tub. Even though some people might not like that message, sorry, right? Maybe too soon for that joke, Spirit. But it's about enjoying your life, right? Because we don't know on this side when that life ends. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, underline, again, they're really talking about this being cracked open, right? This is a heart opening space for you. And some of what you're going through in the life and in the world around you is about opening you up through the council of light so that you can be a better caregiver. Whether this is about the world as a whole, or a specific population of the world, or specific people in the world, specific animals, like, they want you to embrace this. And you're afraid of getting involved in something conflicted. And Spirit's saying, well, then don't go at it by that approach, okay? Take the approach of what lights me up. Because what you don't see yet is that the more you dim, the less you intuitively see, okay? And Spirit wants you to be able to see, because that's important for who you are. Spirit, can you tell me about this cracking open of the heart and the boundaries? Yeah, it is, again, this eruption of your life's path, okay, is coming to the surface. And some of you don't see that that's been growing under everything this whole time, okay? Trust yourself. You may have a million thoughts a minute, but trust yourself in the ones that really stand out, right? The Council of Light here, thank you, Spirit. They're always with you. Every footprint that you make, you are connected to the light. And as such, there's no need to worry about the storm, because look at what they turn the storm into. They turn the storm into light. As long as you believe that, right? Your path here, thank you, Spirit, is very divine. Angel number 44. Visions of life beyond death. Some of you can guide those that are passing. Some of you are being guided by your ancestors. Some of you are very psychically in tune. Trust whatever your path is, because when ego starts getting into your ear, you forget that. Okay? Thank you. Yeah. Again, when you're in tune, you know what to say no to. When you're in fear, you become very heady. And the light is all around you, again, growing things under the surface, coming up that you are not really expecting. Because I do feel like you're going through a transition here right now, and that's why you're in your head a little bit more. But there is this completion that's coming. And there is something in the future kind of waiting for you on the other side of this. And it's the King of Swords. Okay? Something or someone that's been looking through their heart, even though they know they're very heady, like you, they're looking through their heart and letting their heart be the open source. I feel like this is perhaps the first time that this has transitioned to what I would call the golden frequency. And especially for this divine masculine, male or female, doesn't matter. The divine masculine they're showing me here could easily be the female in this situation, but it is the first time that this divine masculine has allowed themselves to go through this damage, they're saying, and opened up in a vulnerable space. Okay? This took a lot of clearing. All right? Yeah, I feel like you've had to be very patient. And again, your heart chakras keep landing in your head. And where did that card go now? Thank you, Spirit. I need that card back. I know, I should have just left it out. I know. Spirit's like, you are going to work for it because you didn't listen to me. Yeah. I don't always listen. And then Spirit always comes back and says, yeah, you should have listened. Spirit's never going to let a message get by here that you guys need to hear. And I think that that's something important for you to know. A lot of you may not realize that, but when those of us that are intuitive don't really take the minute to listen to that tiny little nudge, because we're like, yeah, I gave the message, I don't need to leave that out. Spirit's going to make sure that we leave that out. Okay. Do you see this angel, this higher self, clearing out the clutter in your head? In the patience card, the temperance card, they're showing me here, right here. I don't know if you can see that. They're showing me that image right up there. That is what your higher self or your angels or your guides are having to do, because you've brought your heart chakras up here, okay? And they're having to be continually cleaning the space in order to keep your heart open. Spirit, tell me here about Queen of Air. Thank you. King of Wands in reverse. Three of Cups. Okay. And they're singing in my head, won't be fooled again. Right? Like, some of you are like, I've put everything out of my life. That's why you're saying no. I've put everything out of my life that has the access to hurt me. No. Okay? Queen of Earth. Hierophant. Okay? Again, there's been a lot of quantum lessons going on here. Some of you have been working with some very spiritual teachers, learning things, okay? Trying to teach you how to get out of your head. All right? King of Air. Thank you. Again, we've got that Wheel of Fortune, right? There's healing here. With this transition, we've got the Six of Air and the Four of Swords. That's a complete 10 of Swords. This is healing at a quantum level that completes a cycle. Page of Earth. Two of Swords and Strength. Again, you still think you're fighting against this dragon, which again, the dragon has come through very vulnerable now. Heart open, transformed, opened up. The patience here, temperance. 10 of Wands, the High Priestess. Again, there's so much that's coming to you. Your higher self is really having to keep cleaning the slate to make sure that you're getting your information. Underlying King of Swords to the Six of Swords to the Queen of Swords. Again, Spirit's just telling us one more time, right? This King of Swords, I'm looking through my heart, okay? Now, they're wearing their throat chakra in their heart, so they probably haven't spoken yet. It's like they're driving the same path as you. You're healing your inner child. They're on the same path as you. And you're like, no, I've got the sword at the ready. Okay. Again, Spirit is saying that you fear the worst. They're saying that's the truth. 10 of Swords. You fear the worst. They're going through here again. Page of Earth, Page of Wands, right? It's like you expect that dragon, okay? Advice for healing this, Spirit. Thank you. Love yourself, but there's this part of you that goes to extremes, especially towards the full moon. Okay, so they really want you to let the new moon be the rebirth, and just let go of trying to be so extreme on the way that you're lighting up the full moon. Yeah, it's almost like this fear, like at the full moon, when it gets close to the full moon, you feel like you have to put that open heart, that inner child part of you, punishment. I got to put you away. I got to put you away, and I've got to be very disconnected from you, because you're looking for signs of the work that you've done is really clearing. That is a fear. Spirit wants you to balance with this full moon. Let go of your will. Okay, for some of you, this means bringing in a rebirth of foods that you haven't had for a long time, right? Getting more sun. Maybe that's getting a light box. Maybe that's eating more pears, right? More bananas. But there's something here about healing your relationship with your celestial body and your relationship with the change of seasons. Yeah. Let your inner child be free under this full moon and nourish yourself. That's how you complete this big cycle. It's very simple. Big reading for a very simple message. Let your inner child be free. Don't punish them over the full moon, and nourish yourself over the full moon, right? The fact that you suppress yourself and engage in extreme energies over the full moon is actually resistance. It's actually not surrendering to this aspect of what you want, need, and desire. Okay, again, you may have felt Saturn's conjunction with the sun on Saturday, and that may have made you feel like the things that you wanted to grow were running late and you were stuck. Okay, there was a whole lot of sun frequency going on Saturday. We talked about it in the circle. Over the next 2 weeks, though, this spiritual psychic connection here is blossoming. Could be bringing people, places, things into your friend zone, into your collective experience here, so that you are ready to speak more magically with the moon. Okay. This is also for some of you preparing you for the Mercury retrograde. Okay. You cannot manifest while you've got your inner child trapped in a cage. Okay. They're saying that for some of you, it's going to take 3 months to complete this process of feeling safe, letting your inner child free. Okay. Yeah, for some of you, this is definitely future casting. But they're saying right now, some of you right now are having this rebirth. And allow it. Don't be fearful of it. Okay. So let's get you a moon message then here. Okay. Yeah. You're stepping into this power. They do want you to honor your feelings. Why are you afraid? Why do you get so intense? This is intense. The moon energy in Aries, power, that's intense. And yet, why do you feel like you can go deeper and relax during the new moon? Okay, is it because you feel that deeper connection to your emotions at that time? Feel more protected at that time? Okay, and then when the full moon comes out, craziness exists. Okay, Spirit says the only way through this is you have to make time for self-love. Okay, thank you. Yeah, you're going to have a real fight on your hands, Capricorn season, with structure. A lot of fears coming to the surface, particularly about love and money, okay, materialistic energies. But your higher self already knows that you have set your intentions. And don't go into that prideful energy. Let your heart rebirth. Okay, let your heart be honest with you. Let your heart feel these feelings. For some of you, it's a handshake goodbye. Okay? And be open to what you are manifesting here in the future, 3 to 4 months. I think for some of you, you've got to end something here, which is, for some of you, it is starting the ending here in Sagittarius season. And then it will go through the next 3 months. It's not dynamic for everyone, but it is meant to be happening. Thank you. Yeah, this is rising up out of that fire that you feel in the full moon. And then what you are creating in the new moon will move much better, right? What happens to this horse energy? It becomes a unicorn. Okay? Very beautiful energy. And you'll need that when the dark moon comes, which I think will be, I'm getting like a March, April sort of a vibe, which would be Aries season. And so maybe this is preparing you for that. All right. So I hope this helps you. I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful week. Thank you for your patience and for loving the channel. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Love you guys. Bye.